So there have been several mega rallies of 1 million, 2 million, sometimes more, sometimes less, in various parts of the country in honor of the Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, and his running mate, Dirty Baba Ahmed. So the questions that Nigerians and even people who are not Nigerians have been asking, what is the political relevance? What is the benefit of these mega rallies?
Obedience. We are the structure. We are the structure. We are the structure.
Why you usually press their neck? Why you usually want to press their neck? I swear.
Ichoko.
Now who does Susu? Ikala.
This is bigger than Port Harcourt now.
And that has questioned the need or to either continue or to stop it. We've seen several in Enugu, in Anambra, in Delta, in Taraba, in Ibadan, several places in Abuja, in Port Harcourt, and several, and more to come. So the questions continue to ask, what is the political relevance? How does this transform to vote? How does this even make Peter Obi a popular candidate? But let's break it down a bit. Let's break it down. First, you must realize that there is something called political stimulation in political consciousness. And then it's a way of trying to awaken the consciousness and the awareness of people to get into vote. And that's why you are seeing PV registration, rallies about PVC sensitization, people on social media, people on TV, on mainstream, and even social rights activists going ahead to encourage people to vote is political stimulation. It helps to pushing people to vote. It helps to pushing people. What we are doing now, for example, is stimulation, helping to get your consciousness to vote. Also, when it now begins to channel to a particular direction, let's say, for example, this current era of mega rallies and all that, it also helps to create the awareness of the brand personality of a particular candidate. Let me tell you how some of these things work. Peter Obi has been defined as a social media candidate who is not well grounded. You see, this mega rallies is deliberately insisting that he has got people on the street. So you'll be the one to decide whether we should go ahead to doing it or not after this analysis. It's helping to make it known that this man is popular on the street. This man is known by people on the street. So beyond social media, like Oshomole said, those 10 persons in the room trying to make several posts. What does this translate to? Remember that what the Labour Party needs is 25% of votes cast in 24 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Of course, having overall won has gotten or accrued the highest number of votes. So in some states, for example, especially in the core north, where most likely it may not be very possible to have Peter Obi win by a large margin, if you're able to garner at least 25%, that is a huge effect. So this mega rallies is insisting that people can trust the fact that the man is popular. And so that way, people who do not see him as a very popular, and that's the situation that we have had over the years in this country. People somehow say, oh, the person is not a popular candidate, so I will not vote. Let me not go and waste my vote. This particular political era, that is changing. The narrative is changing. There's a paradigm shift in the analogy of that situation. Consciously, people are getting to realize that, oh yes, this man is popular, so I can go ahead and cast my vote for him. And if you're able to, because of that consciousness, able to garner at least 25% of votes from that particular state, that is an advantage. So the mega rally should continue. Let me tell you how another very vivid example. If you notice, when mega rallies during when rallies start, when campaigns start, you're going to see that in Edo State, for example, the APC candidate is not very popular here. I can tell you, even if we have had successive government of the APC for a while now, he's not a very popular candidate over here, and then his brand is not accepted. But guess what will happen? When it's now time for a campaign to have him come here, or maybe any form of other campaigns, they are going to go into the street, and this happens everywhere, right? And they begin to buy people to come and join. You now see that on the particular day, you say people all over. Oh, it happens. This is so now. It is sometimes stimulated by some form of poverty. So they give stipends 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, depending on the situation or the money at ground, depending on how well they know that they're not popular in that particular region. So they pay so much to garner a lot of persons to take them, and they transport them for various parts of the state, sometimes even outside of the state. We are aware a while ago where a particular bus was bringing party supporters from other states. They say they had an accident. you don't pray for that, right? So that is the stimulation they want to. So when people see that, they say, oh, well, I thought this person is not popular, I thought they said this person is not known. How come they have people who are coming to do this for them? How come they have people who are coming to do that for them? So how come they have people who are supporting them? So but now the advantage we have here is that people are voluntarily going out to mobilize, to garner the political stimulation, to be able to achieve that political consciousness of the fact that the candidate is known and well known. So please, never you allow naysayers, because you see, and this is a very dangerous sign for the opposition. When I mean opposition, I'm talking about both the APC and the PDP. They know, of course, that continually doing this, we waking the consciousness of people, and people who were on the fence, most likely not decisive of whether they should go ahead and vote for Peter Obi or not, they will make a choice because they now know that, okay, these people, at least this is for my state, and these guys are serious. So it means that at least my vote can add up to the vote that they already garnered, and that can make up. Let's share this video. See, I can never say this enough. Peter Obi needs to win this election, right? As you can see, Peter is better. He needs to win this election, and his simple agenda is, the simple mathematics is this. He needs to win, or he needs to have the highest number of votes, and at least 25% of the total vote cast in about 24 states. 25%. So if all of us, so the states that have got strength, I'm quite sure the South is and the South South at the moment. I'm quite very sure about that. Thank God, and hoping that nothing changes, and we'll keep our focus, and all of us going to do our best, right? We will hit the ground running. If we're able to achieve 70-80% of vote cast in the South, South, and Southeast, then of course go to the Southwest, go to the North. These are people already, they see the harsh economic situations. They're also Nigerians. They are feeling the pains of having a bad government, and we cannot afford to have another bad government equation. If we're able to garner 25% from this other state that the Labour Party cannot probably win, but have 25%, and in 24 states like that, that is an advantage. That is what happened. However, in closing, one of the things that you should realize, that one of the things that Labour Party has brought to the political arena is political ideology that has been lost in our political situation all this year. I can tell you that. If you travel around, or you read about what is happening in the United Kingdom, in the United States, you will notice that there's a political ideology. And what does the Labour Party stand for? Labour Party is an offshoot of the Labour movement. The Labour movement is a societal renewal mechanism. People who believe that society can get better. So what they do is to go out and put in words and support and mechanism to ensure that the societal renewal, lives of people are better. So Labour Party has brought that ideology back. That's why you see that there are protests, there are marching, there are rallies. It is a Labour Party agenda. It is the Labour movement. That's how the Labour works everywhere around the world. So this is the first party in this country that has actually gotten a political ideology, and we must thank Labour Party for that. And that's why I'm not joking with this movement. Let's not joke with it. Let's share this. Let's get to remind everybody. The states that have not done their rallies, please go ahead and do. Don't be deterred. Don't be questioned or quelled by any form of analogy. Oh, it does. It does. A lot of persons are getting to realize. For example, I get DMs. I get people tell me that, oh, because of your videos, I have chosen to vote and work for the person of Peter Obi. Just one person with just my phone, with just a page. Imagine if 100,000, 50,000, 1 million persons are on the road in every state, getting to remind people that we must take back this country. You can never even imagine the number of persons that you'll be able to attract. So as these rallies are going on, please get in your support. Do the best you can. We have to get this country back from those that have kidnapped it, and by so doing, all hands must be on deck. Thank you so much, and once again, Peter is better. I'm voting Peter Obi in 2023. I'm sure you should.